Hi, this is Alexa Barnfelder, and I'm doing "'Tis So Much Joy" by Emily Dickinson. "'Tis is so much joy, 'tis is so much joy, if I should fail, what poverty! And yet, as poor as I, have ventured all upon a throw, have gained, yes, hesitated so, this side the victory. Life is but life, and death but death, bliss is but bliss, and breath but breath. And if indeed I fail, at least to know the worst is sweet. Defeat means nothing but defeat. No drearier can prevail. And if I gain, oh gun at sea, oh bells and the steeples be. At first repeat it slow, for heaven is a different thing. Conjectured and wake sudden in, and might overwhelm me so. So again, this poem is by Emily Dickinson. So some background behind Emily Dickinson is that in her lifetime, Emily Dickinson led a secluded and quiet life, but her poetry reveals her great inner spontaneity and creativity, as her poetry expresses thought-provoking themes with a style that is delightful to read. Today, her poetry is ripe by appreciated for its immense depth and unique style. Emily Dickinson is widely regarded as one of the greatest female poets. So in the first line, I felt that "'tis so much joy, 'tis so much joy." That's repetition. No, highlight that. And then it's mostly saying the reader is gambling, waiting to see if what she gambles succeeds, how it brings so much joy. Having so much joy. And also with the S for salt, it has an 8686 meter, so it's similar to how church hymns are written. And then the reader is trying to say that something big has happened, and the reader, Dickinson, is not given much of a clue as to the nature of the thing. So again, so the second line, so this is "'tis so much joy, 'tis so much joy," that she's gambling to see if she'll succeed of her gamble. How she'll be happy if she succeeds, obviously. And then if I should fail, what poverty? This idea, like if I fail, what sadness, struggle, or weakness. That if she fails, and this is, and then this is a reference to This is a metaphor because fail and poverty. They how like if you fail, you become poor, so poverty. And yet as poor as I. This is making a reference to she'll be poorer than she is now if she loses. This idea of risking it all. It's gambles kind of summarizes. It was like the theme of the entire poem. And then have ventured all upon a throw, have gained, hesitated, yes, hesitated so. So have and have is anaphora. So that's a literary device. And then, so the first line, have ventured all upon a throw. So like gambled everything and how she's waiting for the result. And then had gained, yes, hesitated so. This idea that before the gamble, she was hesitating. So this idea of hesitant. And then, but like though she's doing it, now that she's doing it means that she has gained. She's gained by gambling. She's not. She's facing her fear. And this side of victory, saying that this side to the idea of victory, like making reference to joy and victory. And then this next line, life is but life and death is but death. This is a reference to parallelism, and also parallelism is in the second line. Bliss is but bliss, and breath is but breath. Okay, so life is but summary. And then life is but life, death is but death, so parallelism. And then saying it would have been, so these two lines, it would have been a lot worse if she had done nothing and stayed forever in hesitation. And saying if I fail, like failure of like the bet, at least know the worst is sweet. So this worst is sweet is an oxymoron because they're contradicting each other, worse and sweet. And then it's also a simile because is, but it is not. Was mostly saying that, but it's not easy to live through the worst, and how she will like face a lot harder now that she's lost everything. And then the next line, defeat means nothing but defeat. And then no Druid can prevail. So this line, defeat means nothing but defeat, is most saying let the worst befall me, because it would have been a lot worse if like she did nothing. And then there's a literary devices repetition because defeat and then defeat. No Druid can prevail. And this idea of, and if I gain no gun at sea, bells that in this steeples be. So these are references to success, and that how if she wins, then like how like the bells that in the steeples be, that she'll like the sounds of the bells in the Tower of Joy. And these two lines make reference back to Bliss's but bliss right here. And how what success might mean to her, like, and how like what the sound will be. And then this idea of at first repeated slow, for heaven is a different thing, saying that it would be so exciting that if she wins, like if she wants to hear the news of victory slowly, for it could fear that could kill her. This is obviously a hyperbole because she like can't die from hearing the news of success, or her joy of winning her gamble that still we don't know what it is. And then conjectured and waked sudden in, and might overwhelm me so. So saying how she'll be overwhelmed, or how I perceive is that she might be overwhelmed. That if she wins, she will just be so excited that she'll be overwhelmed. So overall, what I got from this poem for the S for structure, it's a rhyme scheme. It's one stanza. There's 18 lines in it. Has an 8686 meter, similar to church hymns are written. For all of Emily Dickinson's poems have the 8686 pattern. It's a tetrameter or trimester. And then the speaker is describing her gamble and fearing her results. Her attitude is excited with like the usually with all the exclamation points that she has in all of her in a lot of her lines. And she's also determined to know what the score, to see if she won or lost her gamble. But she's also scared and hesitant because she doesn't want to lose, for she's already poor and doesn't want to lose any more than what she already has or nothing has. Literary devices is have, it's anaphora with have, so have and have. And then repetition, like tis is so much joy and tis is so much joy. And then parallelism with life is but life and death is but death, bliss is but bliss, and breath is but breath. So life, life, death, death, bliss, bliss, breath plus breath. And then oxymoron with the worst and sweet. And then that's also a simile because of the is. And then hyperbole, mostly just reference kind of in here. In this one, these two. At first repeated slow, for heaven is a different thing. This idea that she'd be so excited that she won, that she wants to hear the news of the victory slowly, for fear that it could actually like kill her. That's why she's referencing heaven, for heaven will be successful and she'll be happy. So it's kind of a hyperbole, but not exactly mentioned. And then the theme I got from this poem is that don't be too afraid of life to not live it. Mistakes happen, but it's good that you made them because it makes you human, mostly. Gambling either has a good or bad results, but you don't regret it if you succeed, or that hesitant fear would be worth it. So live life to the fullest and don't hold back on fear. Okay. Thank you.